It's been so long since I've reviewed anything One Piece. I fell behind on the manga a little while ago. I'm caught back up now, so expect reviews of the manga. But I've had a love-hate relationship with the One Piece anime ever since I caught up. Most of you guys know, but for those of you that don't, a few months ago I just caught up with One Piece. I marathoned all 700 something episodes in less than a month. That was my passion, and I don't know what it was about the Dressrosa arc. I don't know if it was the animation, if it's the pacing, but compared to some earlier episodes in the anime, I just wasn't feeling it. But this episode right here just single-handedly rekindled my love and reminded me why I started marathoning One Piece in the first place. What's going on, my Mugiwaras? This episode of One Piece, oh my god. The ending, though, when he brought his arm up to his mouth in slow motion, I could not believe what I was seeing. I've been waiting for this to get animated ever since I've read it in the manga. And I like how Doflamingo is indirectly sounding like a teacher. How when Luffy was in Gear 2nd, he was like, you got the speed, but you don't got the power. And in Gear 3rd, he was like, you got the power, but you're slow as fuck. Like, you're wide open. He need the fuck out of him. And Dolphy was just eating all of Luffy's attacks. My favorite part was when he just straight up ate, like he ate it like groceries. That fucking Red Hawk from Luffy. I was like, dang. Just seeing the fire come back up towards Luffy, and then Doflamingo just smiling as he was thrown against the edge. I was like, man, Dolphy is OP, man. There's no telling what's going to happen when we see some other big dicks later on. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but he's just eating all of Luffy's attacks and kind of throwing Luffy around like a rag doll. It's kind of sad. And we all know the main hype, that ending though, Gear 4th. Gear 4th is finally getting animated. I mean, Toei, they're such trolls. They use the Gear 4th eye in the title card in this episode. The preview, we get this awesome looking blue silhouette of Luffy in Gear 4th. We see everything. Like, we see his arms, we see his feet, we see everything, but not at once. But we don't see his face. It is such a troll move by Toei. They know how hyped we are. And the animation on Luffy's transformation, like how his arms and legs like bulge out and whatnot, in the preview anyway, it looks like that animation is epic. Like, they really upped the budget on this one episode. I don't blame them, and I kind of expected it because Gear 4th is such a big thing, but I could not wait to see Luffy go in as the bounce man next episode. But the animation was okay in some parts, and like kind of like some, like a Gatling or two looked kind of strange, but I did enjoy seeing Luffy and Doflamingo clash, and some side characters got some shine, like Cavendish, aka Cabbage. I was like, dang, dude. Like, I loved when he said, I totally forgot about this in the manga. I don't know. I guess I overlooked it because of the Gear 4th hype, but I really am paying more attention to it now. How he said that he's not going to let Law just die like that. How if he wants to die, he's going, like Cabbage is going to have to die first. I'm like, he's really admirable, because in the manga, I think it was the Gear 4th hype, I really didn't like Cabbage that much. I just was like, I just want to see Luffy. I want to see more of the Straw Hats. But I don't know, he kind of won me over in this episode. I don't know if it's because it's in color and it's of the voice acting or what, but Cabbage, you're alright, man. And Bartolomeo is amazing, man. I love his character. I love his voice. I like how he just fangirls and everything. And when he was like, oh my god, Zoro, you have such a big dick, dog. I was like, man, please let this guy be the next Straw Hat. He will fangirl every day. He will wake up fangasming and splooshing all over the place. But I love how Luffy is like, hey, Cabbage, get these dudes out of here, because I am about to go in. I will not be held responsible for any collateral damage I bring upon anyone, because I, Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, am about to destroy everything. Gear fucking 4th. And there were also some awesome smaller scenes, like where Doflamingo, there was like a flashback of him seeing the D in Luffy's name. He was like, like, how badass is this guy really going to be in the scene where Law was damn near about to cry and saying, I have to stay here and see this outcome. I wanted to kill this asshole for so many years. If Luffy wins, I want to see it. If he dies, I die too. I love his determination, seeing as he's missing an arm and he can't even stand up by himself right now, but he has to witness this. But my favorite thing about this episode isn't necessarily Gear 4th. It wasn't the fight between Luffy and Doflamingo, and it wasn't some of the more emotional scenes with Law and respect gained from Cabbage. It was more of, this episode kind of reminded me why I got into One Piece. Like I said earlier, like after the first few episodes, I was hooked. I could not stop watching. I don't know what it was about the Dressrosa arc. A lot of you guys warned me once I caught up to the Dressrosa arc, where I caught up, like where I was anyway, that I would not want to watch the anime that much anymore. And I have went like literally months without even watching One Piece. And it's sad to say, I don't know why. Like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with this anime and the Dressrosa arc anyway. But this episode just rekindled that. Like, I legit cannot wait until next week, until the next episode comes out so I can watch it. And I have not felt that way since I started catching up. Well, since I finished catching up with One Piece. So I don't know, man. Hopefully this hype will stay, because after the Gear 4th and in the current arc we are in the manga, it's epic stuff. Like, it doesn't go downhill from here, in my opinion. So I think this is the rebirth of the One Piece anime in my eyes. A lot of you guys probably still watch it every week, but I've been slacking off a lot when it comes to the anime. You thought I was slacking off on the manga? No, I literally have not watched One Piece in months. I can't remember the last episode, and that's sad. But it's back for me, guys. It's back. Tell me what you guys thought about this. How awesome is Gear 4th going to be? In the preview, we hear the announcer guy say that Luffy's speed and power have been multiplied. So with that being said, we know how fast Gear 2nd is. We know how strong Gear 3rd is. So Gear 4th is like both of those on steroids. Literally. Did you see how fucking huge and muscular Luffy got in the preview, man? I'm like, he's about to go in. And is this going to be enough? Is this going to bring the speed and the power that Doflamingo was just criticizing Luffy about? Is it going to be a perfect combination of both, to the point where Luffy can whoop his ass? A great episode. It rekindled the One Piece flame in my heart. There were some animation issues. I don't know if they've been present throughout the entirety of Dressrosa, because like I said, I stopped watching after I caught up. And like, there was some scenes where the people were running. Some of the attacks from Luffy looked kind of off. Some stuff seemed kind of slow, and when I think it was supposed to be fast, like some of his punches came at the camera or towards the viewer like really, really slow, but I think it was actually supposed to be very quick. So I don't know, but tell me what you guys thought about this episode. It was amazing. I cannot wait till the next one. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.